So I was doing some market research the other day, and I noticed like what are the trends for people asking questions about bookkeeping just in the United States. And there's like certain times of year where it's like 100, and there's certain times of year where it's like a 50 or like a 20 or 75. Like it's fluctuating. But what I noticed was a lot of the times when people are like have the peak interest in it, they come in at like a point to where it's too late to go and get results. Versus when most people are not thinking about it, that's the best time to go and like get clients and go and get like attack the business. Now, the reason why is because it oftentimes is going to take you about 30 days to 60 days um, if you're doing it on your own. Like if you're doing it on your own, it can take you about 30 to 60 days longer than what you expect to actually get a client to sign up with you. The reason why is because even if you find a client today, if your sales skills are not on point, then they're going to give you an objection like I need to think about it, or I have to go do something first. And then you have to chase them down for like 30 or 60 days. I'm not saying you have to do that if you do things correctly on the first call, but I'm assuming if you're watching this, like you're not working with a coach or, or et cetera, right? So I want to be able to give you a proper expectation, where you're at. 'Cause I don't want you to feel discouraged. I found that like the enemy of really growing a business like this is discouragement, right? Because as soon as you start feeling discouraged, that's when we don't go and like and get the clients. We don't do marketing. We don't go to talk to people. We don't show up for the consultation call. So my goal is always to encourage you to always like to make sure. Okay, so for me, I'm the kind of person where like I almost imagine business kind of like a swimming pool, but it's like you have a blindfold on and you can't see the edge. So you're treading water. You don't know, should I go forward? Should I stay in place? Am I very close to the edge? Like if I like reach out too far, am I gonna like jam my fingers? Or is it like so far that I'm gonna reach and I'm gonna like miss the ledge and I'm gonna like swallow a bunch of water and I'm gonna drown? And it's like that's how I was felt about like business. So it's like once I kind of understood just how far away I was from like success, that's when things got so much easier because it was just like I just could just relax a lot more. Um, and things were just like I need as long as I know how much I have to do, even if it's a lot of work or it's like hard, it doesn't bother me as much as if I don't know. It's that unknowingness that really bothers me in life. And kind of going back to what we're talking about, right? It's like you would be much better just dedicating 6 months to a year to this business model, even on like the weeks and months where you don't feel like it or it's distracting or you have month end. Now, I'm not saying that, like, okay, so let's say it's month end, you have a lot of stuff. I would still be thinking about the business at least for like 10 to 15 minutes a day, even if you can't take action on the business. See, it's not always about just doing action, it's about where's your attention? Like, do you have any intention on this thing? Right, it's the same thing with our bank account. I learned this a long time ago. It's like the days and months where I watch my bank account, it goes up, right? Because I'm saving more money. I'm focused on my business. I'm moving things to the right investments. Same thing with investments. When I look at my investments, they're generally going up, right? And of course, that's you set up the right things from the start, but it's like the more that you track things, the more they improve because you start doing activities that will cause you to be successful in the long run. And it's the same thing with our business. So as long as I can think about my business, even like let's say it's like the other day on Sunday, I had a number of different things I do. I had to go and I volunteer at my church on some Sundays, and I also have like a dance rehearsal for a number of hours on Sunday, and then um, something came up, but I didn't really get a chance to work on my business. I know you might be saying like Bryce, it's crazy. You work on your businesses on Sunday. Okay, yeah, that I really enjoy what I do. I like talking to people. I like doing the coaching. I like doing the accounting and the bookkeeping. I like checking with my team. It's a really fun activity for me. I kind of want to get you to a point to where like you're doing stuff that you enjoy and doing stuff you like. And the real secret to that, like the secret to being able to work more days of the week is just you do less work every single day. So like my weekdays are so just relaxed because all I have to do is just check on my team, make sure all the projects are going good. Do we get a new accounting client? Do we not get a new accounting client? How much do we spend in ads? Right, and then the coaching bit. So it's just like it doesn't take as much time as most people think. Like most people, like they're like, oh, in order to grow my business, I need like 5 to 10 hours a day to grow my business. Like, no, that's like more of a maintenance pace. Like in the beginning, there are diminishing returns. So you're not going to spend 5 hours a day marketing. It's just not going to give you 5 hours worth of return, right? You can get the same output from like maybe 15 to 45 minutes a day if you do the right things and put the right things in place, right? And it kind of goes back to even that, right? Working smarter, not necessarily like more or longer, goes back to if you do what everybody else does, you're going to end up getting what most people get. And if you think about it, most they talk about most Americans, they don't have a huge amount of money in the bank, right? Outside of like maybe they're like 401k or if they have like a Roth, most people, don't make that much money. So if you're always doing what most people do, then it's going to cause you to end up where they are. And like, that doesn't mean that you have to not have any money, right? You could be making 80, 90, 150,000 a year and still not be in as great of a place what you would be if you had a business and you were like structuring your finances correctly, right? And like I never really on this channel I never push getting rich, if that makes sense. My focus is never on like getting rich, right? Like compared to some like ultra well rich people, I'm not rich, but I am wealthy, right? Now the difference between riches and wealthy is more about time. So I'm always thinking like how far into the future can my money stretch? Do I have assets that are producing income for me? Now, within my business, I have multiple assets. I have my book, I have my YouTube channel that you're watching right now, I have my school group, I have my Facebook group, I have this new field manual I'm creating. I'm creating another book as well. So it's like I have a LinkedIn. I have all these different things are assets for me that are constantly producing more and more cash flow. So it's like it makes things a lot easier and a lot smoother once you have certain things working for you. So it's like, excuse me, my nose is like really running. So sorry, my nose is running still. So the main thing is like just if the whole point of this video is like you can always make time for the things you want, it just might not be as much time as what you think you need. So even if you just do like 5-10 minutes a day of thinking about your business on the day where you can't do actually things, and like maybe okay, I don't have time or energy to go and make a social media post, right? Okay, well, can I at least plan out like what I think I would want to make a post on tomorrow, or can I at least plan out like what I want to do for my marketing for the week? If I can just do that for a little bit of time and I can do it over and over and over again, this stuff stacks up. I want to put it in perspective before I depart from the video. You don't have to be perfect with your business. Don't think that you need to be on track and like every single week you do great. Let's say that your goal is to get we'll say like just cracking 100,000 per year. You really let's say your minimum price point you have is $500 per month. If you get 16 about 16 17 clients, you will be at that six-figure $100,000 per year mark. So there are 52 weeks in the year, but you only need 16 clients. So that means, let's say you only get that the max you can get in a week is like one client. That means you only need 16 weeks out of the year in order to be successful. That is 30%. That's less than 1/3 of the entire year you have to do and be like successful on in order to reach six figures. So that means that 2/3 or 60% of the time you can do nothing. You can take your vacation. You can go to your children's basketball game. Like you don't have to be perfect. You just have to be in the game. That's the difference, right? Most people like that's why I said in the beginning. It's like 100 here, and then like it goes down to like a 50. And then like this the score is like the interest score, and like the number of people searching it. So it's like 100%, 50%, 20%, 75%. On those months when everyone else is dropping, most people stop thinking about their business completely. And that's why they always feel like every time that they come back to their business, they're restarting. They have to rebuild momentum each time. Whereas if you just give 1 month straight when you actually feel motivated, and the next month, like maybe you take a little bit of time off, but you're still thinking and planning, and you keep moving, or you keep watching videos like this, or you do a mentorship program, right? That's when you're going to start really having that consistent upward trend rather than like start, stop, start, stop, start, stop, 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 start, stop, right? So hopefully this video kind of makes sense. Hopefully this kind of gives you a new perspective on how to think about things. Also, if you want some help growing a business and like maybe you just want to like avoid a lot of the mistakes that cause most accountants and bookkeepers to fail, go ahead and click the link inside the description, either above or below the video, to book a call with myself to see if I can help you inside of our mentorship program. Okay, I would love to see if I can help you. I'd love to see if I can really impact your life, and look forward to meeting you on the call. Okay, thanks again for watching my videos. Have a good rest of your day. Take it easy.